It's your boy HAYORLAD. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time here, kindly click on the subscribe button below this video and let's grow this channel together. And if you are a returning subscriber, oh man, I love you so much. You know I love you, eh? You know I love you. We are family. Let's keep growing the channel together. And olólùfẹ́ mi Arike. Arike is a short film I shot in 2020, towards the end of 2020, and I released in 2021, 14th of February to be precise, in 2021. So yeah, how did I come about the idea of Arike? It was in 2020 during COVID, you know, that time when there was lockdown. So that day, what was I doing, self? I can't really remember, but the idea just came. Like, I should be able to do something that will be dated back, like back in times, the olden days, the 70s, the 80s, you know, such idea. So the idea just came that day. I was like, oh, that would be fantastic. Like, it would be artistic. Then I had no story idea, no particular story in mind. I just came up with the idea of, okay, let's film something back in time, but I don't have a particular story in mind. So while I was ruminating over this idea, trying to develop it, like conceptualize it perfectly, so an idea just popped up in my head, like, okay, what if I bring a present day scenario and make it a back in time story? I don't know whether you're getting the point. The point is like, okay, yeah, the story is about long distance relationship, and you know, long distance relationship is something that is common in this era, you understand? So, and I feel like, okay, what if I work on a long distance relationship story and make it a back in time film? So this present age meets the olden days, so we bring it together as a single story, then we make it a film. Then the idea started developing, so I started developing the idea. So eventually I came up with the story we filmed in Arike, and the story is just, okay, how do we manage long distance relationship nowadays? You know, having it in mind that then, when there was no means of communication, when our fathers, our grandfathers, when they travel abroad away from the family and they still maintain the relationship, unlike nowadays, when we are even the long distance may be between Ibadan and Lagos, and there is phone, there is everything, yet the whole relationship will spoil. You understand? So that's the summary of the idea behind Arike. Then I came up with the story. I wrote the story. Then I discussed it with my DP then, my cinematographer. This story, do you think is achievable as a short film? He said, of course, it's very, very achievable. If it's not achievable, you yourself, you won't even think about it. And that's me. If it's not achievable, I won't even think about it. And is there anything unachievable? As long as the idea pops, it is achievable. It is doable. And since it is doable, we need to start preparing. But the major ordeal we had then, the major challenge was the lockdown. You know, it's during the COVID period, so there are restrictions of movement. We couldn't go anywhere, and the way I wanted it filmed, I don't want it to be in an enclosed space where we just have to film in one closet or one corner and then we're done. No, I want to really have the feel of the exterior, like old buildings, you know, the kind of environment that will add beautiful scenery to the pictures. So we had to wait. So we waited till they eased the lockdown completely. And if you remember very well, that was towards the end of 2020. So that's when we could be able to make other moves. Most importantly, talking about location scouting. The kind of location I want for Arike, at least I want it to be a bit real. This is, I mean, that was 2020. We couldn't possibly find the kind of environment they had in the 70s in 2020. Now we are in Lagos. It will be difficult to, even if we are going to get that kind of location in Lagos, it's going to cost us. So I decided to, like, okay, let's go to the brown roof city. Ibadan. If you understand the myth or the background story behind the brown roof city that they call Ibadan, you will know Ibadan would be the perfect place to get the kind of location, because Ibadan is an ancient city and there are still some places with the ancient buildings, the ancient houses. So of course, then I was sure we're going to find the kind of location we're looking for in Ibadan. We went to Ibadan, we did the scouting process, we saw the areas we'll be filming at, and we're good to go. Then the casting. If you have seen Arike, you will know that I acted in Arike. So I was one of the actors. Then the lady that played Arike, then she was my fiancée, now my wife. But I didn't cast her because she was my fiancée then. No, I did not cast based on sentiment. But while I was writing, I saw her in that story. Well, whatever you like, be thinking in your mind, because I can read your mind presently. Anyways, that's by the way. So I saw her in that story and I felt she would deliver. And that's why I casted her as that. And if you like, say I use sentiment. No be my babe. Na my babe make a cast and na my film. I busy your film. Come on, don't mind me. Then I casted Abanla and Ojure quickly. And if you have seen Arike, you know that was just a perfect casting for the characters. Like, we put the round pegs in the round holes. So when you're casting for a film, whether a short film or feature length, please consider the strength of the actors. Like, see whether they would be able to deliver. Costuming. Understanding this kind of story, you would know costuming is paramount. It's very important. So we have to take extra care in selecting our choice of costumes, because it's not possible for us to wear the kind of clothes we wear in 2020 for a story that was set in the 70s. It's going to be wrong costuming. So we have to be extra careful in getting costumes. We just had to think, get pictures from the era. I think I got one picture where I had Ojukwu and his wife walking, the kind of clothes they wear then, because the story was pictured around that era. So I had Ojukwu in that picture. Then I saw some other pictures where one lady was wearing Ankara, then some guys, the way they dress. So I had to just get those pictures for reference so that it can guide us in selecting our costumes. So eventually we got some costumes that suit that, like some vintage shirts, trousers and gowns, something like that, just to have the kind of look we pictured in our head. We shot on Canon 5D Mark II with and I combined it with Rokinon lenses so that we can achieve the kind of texture, the kind of feel I want Arike to have. And the synergy worked. It synergized and we had something cool for the screen, you know. Like I said earlier on, we filmed towards the end of 2020, but I was unable to edit the project until early 2021, I think around January. And coincidentally, Valentine was drawing closer. I now felt like, okay, it would be sweet if we release this story around Valentine, you know, being lover's story. You understand that? You understand the scope. So we after the post-production, the editing process. Yeah, one thing, while I was editing then, my choice of music, because I just want to use something around, something that will sound vintage. I don't know whether that thing is correct, but that will sound, that will bring life to it. Because the selection of songs I used, I had to get old songs that will sound old. Yeah, let me just put it that way, literally, songs that will sound old. So that as you're watching, you are having the feel, you are feeling it inside of you, like, oh, I don't travel, sorry, I don't travel, go back in time. So that's the idea behind the choice of music, and it blended well. We chose the release date, which was February 14th, 2021. We premiered on Econ TV YouTube channel, and boom, people were just watching and people started reaching out. Job well done, nice one. And not long after then, Arike got selected at Indieview Lagos. Because Indieview Lagos is like a festival for young filmmakers, creative people to showcase what they've got. So Arike was selected in 2021 by Indieview Lagos, and we went to screen it at Indieview. And my people, oh, you need to see the reception. Immediately, that log line, or is it tagline? No, log line. That thing that came up at before the end credit. Immediately that thing showed the quote. Immediately it came on screen like this. You need to see the applause and the ovation. Like, to be honest, I felt proud of what we just did. I mean, for us to make that beautiful piece around that period, I'm overwhelmed. Oh no, the feeling is still inside my body. So we received the ovation and everybody applauded our effort, and it's a great moment for every cast and crew of Arike then. So if you have not seen Arike, I'll drop the link up in the video and also in the description box so that you'll be able to go and watch it yourself if you have not seen it before. That will be all for today. If you have any comments, any opinion, any suggestion, kindly drop it in the comment section below. I'll be reading them personally and reply to them one after the other. And if there's anything you would want me to talk about, feel free. I am your boy. Feel free. But please and please, most importantly, as you're watching this video, please share to your contacts, share it on your WhatsApp status, on your social media pages. Just keep sharing and like as well. Let me know whether I made sense. Just click on that like button below the video and let me know I made sense. And above it all, as I always beg, please and please click on the subscribe button just below this video. It doesn't cost you anything. Just click on the subscribe button and let us grow together. Let's grow this page together. And without you, there's no me. So it's only with you that I can grow. Click on the subscribe button and let's keep building this channel. It's your boy HAYORLAD signing out.